I am Aligar Lingappa, Assistant Professor in Physics, Government First Grade College, Sirguppa. Today's my chapter is sound. So today I will discuss about a theory of stationary waves. What are stationary waves? What is the principle of stationary waves? How the stationary waves are formed? What is the theory of stationary waves? So we know that the principle of superposition of waves. When two waves they have same amplitude, same frequency, if they will meet at a same point, then the resultant displacement at that point must be equal to vector or algebraic sum of the individual displacements. Displacements of the individual waves. Say y is equal to y1 plus y2. So then the formation of stationary waves are based on the principle of superposition of waves. The formation of beats are based on the principle of superposition of waves. The phenomenon of interference based on the principle of superposition of waves, and then phenomenon of diffraction is also based on the principle of superposition of waves. That means they are the some of the examples, they are the some of the phenomena, they are based on the principle of superposition of waves. Stationary waves, beats, interference and diffraction. So now let us discuss about the formation of stationary waves. When two identical waves, say progressive waves, they have same amplitude, same frequency, they traverse along the same straight line, but opposite in directions, they superposed each other such that to form alternating minima and maxima, so called stationary waves. When two identical progressive waves traverse in a bounded medium with the same speed but in opposite directions along the same straight line, then they superpose, giving rise to a wave pattern that appears to be stationary. This wave pattern is known as stationary waves. So here given the example, when a wave is set along a straight that is a fixed, it gets reflected. The reflected wave and incident wave are superposed to form stationary waves in the string. Such stationary waves are formed in the strings of violin, guitar and sitar, etc. So that means where the stationary waves they are formed due to the superposition of forward waves and reflected waves. The stationary waves they are formed along the string. So whatever the waves which are formed in the Meldy's experiment, that means they are called stationary waves. And then in case of sonometer, whatever the waves they are formed in the sonometer, stationary waves. In a similar manner, a longitudinal wave set into an air column of a pipe is reflected from the end of the pipe. The reflected and incident waves again superpose, forming stationary waves in the air column. Such stationary waves are formed in air columns of vision, bubble, etc. So look here the diagram which indicates the formation of stationary waves, where the thick line, so that means the solid curve that indicates the forward wave, which moves from left to right, which gets reflected at the right end, which propagates in the opposite direction, so called reflected wave. The reflected wave is represented by the dotted curve. So one is incident wave or forward wave, another one is reflected wave. They have same velocity, same amplitude, same frequency, but which travels in opposite directions along the same straight line. They get superposed, forming the stationary waves. So the stationary waves, which consists of alternating nodes and antinodes. So then what is node and what is antinode? Node means it is a point in the stationary wave where the displacement is minimum, say 0. Antinode, it is a point in the stationary wave where the displacement is maximum, such that the stationary waves, which consists of a series of nodes and antinodes. At the point of node, the displacement is minimum 0. As we move from node to antinode, this displacement of the particles goes on increases. So further, as we move from antinode to node, the displacement of the particle goes on decreases. So at the point of antinode, the displacement is maximum. So consider two identical progressive waves A and B traveling with the same speed but opposite in directions along a same straight line as shown in the above diagram. Wave A travels from left to right and is represented by a continuous curve, where a B travels from right to left and is shown by a discontinuous curve. When the two waves, if they are superposed, they result in a displacement at any given instant and at any place is given by the principle of linear superposition. The principle of superposition of the waves. So now let us discuss about the theory of stationary waves. Consider two identical waves A and B traveling in opposite directions along the same line with the same speed. They are represented by y1 is equal to a sine of omega t minus kx. Let this is equation number 1, which propagates along positive x-axis, and y2 is equal to a sine of omega t plus kx. Let this is equation number 2, the wave which propagates along negative x-axis. That means both they are in opposite directions. According to the principle of superposition of waves, the resultant wave is given by, the resultant displacement is given by y is equal to y1 plus y2. Let this is equation number 3. Substituting equations 1 and 2 in equations 3. Y is equal to a sin of omega t minus kx plus a sin of omega t plus kx. A into sin of omega t minus kx plus sin of omega t plus k. It is not t, say kx. Then further, which is equal to 2a sin of omega t minus kx plus omega t plus kx by 2 cos of omega t plus kx minus omega t plus kx by 2, where the above equation, which is in the form of sin a minus b plus sin a plus b, sin a minus b plus sin a plus b, which is equal to 2 sin of a plus b by 2 cos of a minus b. So based on that, say above equation becomes y is equal to 2a sin of omega t minus kx plus omega t plus kx by 2 cos of omega t plus kx minus omega t plus kx by 2. Then after simplification we will get y is equal to 2a sin omega t cos kx or y is equal to 2a cos kx sin omega t. Later this is equation number 4. So equation number 4 is same as that of the equation of simple harmonic motion. From equation 4, it follows that the resultant wave is also a simple harmonic wave whose amplitude is 2a cos kx. The frequency is the same as the component wave. So maximum and minimum amplitudes. Say antinodes, it's a point in the stationary wave where the displacement is maximum. So for antinodes, amplitude is maximum if cos kx is equal to 1. If cos kx is equal to 1, then kx, which can take the values 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi. Cos 0 is equal to 1, cos pi minus 1, so like that. Therefore, kx is equal to n pi, where n is an integer. N can take the value 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. But k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. That means propagation constant. So therefore, 2 pi by lambda into x is equal to n pi, or x is equal to n lambda by 2. Therefore, amplitude is maximum and is equal to 2a when n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Or the positions of the antinodes is given by x is equal to 0, lambda by 2, lambda, 3 lambda by 2, etc. Such points are called antinodes. So distance between two conjugative antinodes is lambda by 2 minus 0, which is equal to lambda minus lambda by 2, which is equal to 3 lambda by 2 minus lambda, so which is equal to say lambda by 2. So distance between two conjugative antinodes must be equal to lambda by 2, so half of the wavelength. So now let us discuss about nodes. We know that node means it is a point in the stationary wave where the displacement is a minimum, where the displacement is 0. The resultant amplitude is 0 when cos x is equal to 0, because r is equal to 2a cos x. If cos x is equal to 0, then r becomes 0, that means the amplitude becomes 0. If cos x is equal to 0, then kx, which can take the value pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, etc. Then kx, which is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2, where n is an integer which can take the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. But where k is a propagation constant, so k is equal to 2 pi by lambda. Therefore, 2 pi by lambda into x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Then finally, say x is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 4, so called the path difference. Therefore, amplitude is minimum and is equal to 0 when n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Or x is equal to lambda by 4, or 3 lambda by 4, or 5 lambda by 4, etc. Such points are called nodes. So distance between two conjugative nodes is 3 lambda by 4 minus lambda by 4. So then which is equal to 5 lambda by 4 minus 3 lambda by 4, which is equal to lambda by 2. You can take any the difference between any two consecutive nodes that must be equal to half of the wavelength, say lambda by 2. Here 3 lambda by 4 minus lambda by 4, so first and second nodes. Here 5 lambda by 4 minus 3 lambda by 4, so second and third nodes. So the difference should be equal to lambda by 2. So in this case, we discussed about what are stationary waves, how they formed, what is the principle of stationary waves, theory of stationary waves, and so on. Thank you.